Hey friends, happy holidays! It's Saturday, so most of you know this is not our normal posting day, but it's the holidays, the season of giving. So today we are here giving you a bonus video for a few special reasons. This is actually a huge foodie collaboration with a ton of other YouTubers, and in the spirit of the holidays, we each picked a charity to raise awareness for while sharing some awesome content with all of you. I have selected the American Foundation for Children with AIDS. If you watch my channel, you may remember the video I did this summer where I shared 3 vegan recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that were all under $1.90 for the entire day, and that was to promote their campaign, which is now called Pass My Plate. And the goal of the foundation is to raise money for children affected by HIV and AIDS. The campaign specifically helps provide funding for food. It's a great cause. I'll put their information in the description box below, and you'll also find information on all of the other great charities that other YouTubers who are participating in this collaboration have chosen, and all of their videos are in this playlist. If you feel touched by any of the charities and the spirit of giving inspires you to donate a small sum to contribute, that would be amazing. The recipe I've chosen to share is the easiest peanut butter fudge ever. It is only 3 ingredients. I thought this would be perfect to align with the Pass My Plate campaign because we are going to make 2 of those ingredients from scratch, meaning you can save a few bucks. The first ingredient you'll need is peanut butter. Easiest thing to make ever. All you need is peanuts. They can be raw or roasted. The texture and flavor will change a bit. I personally like the roasted more, but you can use whatever you'd like, and they can be salted or unsalted, but if you do go with unsalted, I add just a pinch of salt. Simply toss those into the food processor and let it run. Now you could of course get creative here if you're just making peanut butter and add flavors like cinnamon, cocoa powder, honey, or you could even use honey roasted peanuts, but I want this to be neutral for my fudge. You're gonna go through a few stages. You'll see crushed peanuts, then turn into a powder, then a paste, to an even thicker paste. Eventually you'll have a nice smooth peanut butter. Depending on your food processor, it will take between 4 and 8 minutes. I personally have not tried this in a blender, but I have heard of people using one if it's a high-powered blender. I would be careful though. Once it's done, just store it in a jar, and I like to keep mine in the fridge. Also, yes, you can use any nut you'd like to make nut butter just like this. It does not have to be peanuts. The next ingredient we need for our fudge is coconut butter. It's literally just as easy to make as peanut butter, and I definitely suggest making your own coconut butter anyway because it is significantly cheaper than buying it. All you need, dried, unsweetened coconut shreds. It's literally the same exact process. Add your shreds to your processor and let it go. You've got a few phases again. It will be finely shredded, then it will thin out to a grainy liquid, and then it will become a smooth, thicker liquid. You probably will need to scrape down the sides, and if it isn't coming together, you can add a teaspoon or 2 of coconut oil to help move it along. For this one, you're gonna need to let it run for a while. Again, it will depend on your machine, but it will likely take over 10 minutes, maybe even 15. When it's done, it might seem thin, but it will thicken up. Then you can just store in a jar and let it cool to room temperature, and that's when it will be spreadable. So we have our peanut butter and our coconut butter for our fudge. The last ingredient we need is good old maple syrup, or you could use honey if you prefer. Simply place a glass bowl over a pot of boiling water to create your double boiler and add your ingredients to the bowl. Heat it until it's all melted together, 3 to 5 minutes or so. Then I like to take a small glass baking dish that's lined with foil or parchment and pour in the mixture. Get out any air bubbles and smooth it out by tapping it on the counter a few times, and then you can just transfer to the fridge for about 2 hours until set. Then you can use that handy lining to easily remove the block of fudge and slice it into pieces and store in the fridge. This fudge is so very indulgent and delicious. It's especially creamy because of the homemade peanut butter and coconut butter, and because it's only 3 ingredients that are pretty easy to either acquire or make, it's totally whirl-worthy. I hope you enjoyed the peanut butter and coconut butter breakdown and the fudge recipe. If so, please give this video a thumbs up, and feel free to share any nut butter making tips in the comments below because I love how this community teaches me something every single time I upload a new video. Sharing is caring. And it's for that reason that I'm going to now ask you to go check out the other YouTubers in this collaboration playlist to see their awesome recipes and charities. And remember, if you're able to give a little something to help someone else out this season, it is appreciated. I appreciate you. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope that you are spending the season enjoying time with family and friends. I will see you on Thursday for a brand new episode. And remember, especially when you're eating this fudge, it's all a matter of mind over munch.